down. I don't know about anybody else, but after following the Sunset Ride, I feel like a honky-tonk woman. First of all, I'd like to thank my arrangers. My husband arranged for me to get here, and then he arranged for me to get home. And then Ed and Jerry arranged for me to get on the stage, and they'll arrange for me to get back down. So a hand for them, please.
Mike. Okay.
Is that enough? You having trouble hearing?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Not here in the back. A little louder?
Okay, do you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's see. The event. Your imaginations are invited. Picture this. An old house, 100 years old. 3 stories. Very narrow, but very deep. Flat roof. Gravel driveway, but it'll suit 2 cars. My husband, the engineer, very happy that the knob and tube wiring has already been completed by the prior owner. Our family of 6, extremely happy because this house has 5 bedrooms. That means each of the 4 children will have their own room. I, however, will have to share with the engineer. Bada bing. So let's go inside. Interesting interior. Like I said, it's very narrow, very deep. All the rooms are on the right-hand side, on the 2nd floor and on the 3rd floor, and we're going to occupy all 3 floors. Front and back staircase steep, enclosed. Front staircase, quite beautiful, open to all 3 floors. Beautiful English polished chestnut. The only piece of wood in the entire house that has not been painted 3 to 5 times. It looks overwhelming to me, and I think I'll think about that later. Let's go to the kitchen. Interesting kitchen. Plaster walls, cracked naturally, painted orange, which goes so nicely with the aqua formica, with the little lime green and lavender squiggles in it. Gotta attend to that sooner rather than later. Now on to the event. That night we had such a dinner the kids loved. Hamburgers and fresh corn on the cob. I didn't clean up the kitchen right away. I waited until I could spend some time with the kids, got them down. The engineer retired around 10 o'clock because he was going to have an early morning and do a lot of driving the next day. So I had some alone time. And I planned it. I cleaned up my kitchen, and then I got out my wallpapering stuff. And I wallpapered 2 strips. I was going to try to do 3, but the strips were 10 feet 6 inches, so I needed to use a ladder, and it was vinyl wallpaper. And believe it or not, I found a wallpaper with a white background that was plaid with lavender, aqua, and green, those colors. So, of course, they made the aqua countertop just look superior. Now, once in a while, I'm going to spray my mouth. I'm a walking pharmaceutical. I get dry mouth. Every medication you take gives you dry mouth. But I'm okay right now. So, on to the event. I get 2 strips up, not 3. Not a good night. I get 2 strips up, put everything away. Now I'm going to relax, and I sit down to work my crossword puzzles. This is my alone time. And as I'm working my puzzle, our adopted stray cat, Moocher, jumps on my lap, and he tends to attack the eraser on my pencil as I'm doing the puzzle. I finished most of the puzzle. Oh, I also pour myself a glass of Mogan David wine. Remember Mogan David wine? Well, now, I have been introduced and do appreciate your Shiraz, your Merlot, your Chardonnay, but there's nothing wrong with Mogan David wine. It still hits the spot. So I finished my Mogan David wine, almost finished the crossword puzzle, Only one thing left to do. I have to go down the basement. Spooky dirt floor basement. And remember I told you this is a long, narrow house. So it's a long, narrow basement. So when you turn on the light at the top of the steep stairs, you're lighting up 1/3 of the basement, where my washer and dryer are. Now you're downstairs, and now it's like looking there, only it's only black. The only way you can turn on the light is to go back to the middle third of the basement and pull a light string. And then go back. Well, I'm not going back there. I'm getting the heck out of there as fast as I can. It's spooky at night. I fold the laundry, I have it, I'm upstairs. I check it. The animals are all in bed together. Lock the doors, turn the lights out, go to the back steps, and there's a door. I close the door behind me and I take the laundry up. I'm at the top of the steps in front of the master bedroom. The doorless master bedroom. We've lived in the house probably 7 or 8 months now. We don't have a door yet. We didn't know we didn't have a door in the master bedroom till a month after we were in the house. So I'm standing there ready to go in, and I look down the hallway, which now we're talking 40, 45 feet. And something is flying. I got a bird is in the house. Woof! Oh, and down the steps. And I think, oh, it's going to have to come back up. I closed the door. So I turned around. Sure enough, here it comes. I thought, now wait a minute. It's not hitting the ceiling. It's not hitting any lights. It's not hitting the windows or the walls. This is not a bird. This is a bat. So I'm a little panicked because now I see it. It's flying to the 3rd floor. I have 4 kiddos. I always have the doors open at night so I can hear them if they need me. No monitors then, you know. We had to use our ears. So it's on the 3rd floor now. I go down the hall. I quickly shut the nursery door. I have a 1-year-old in there. I go further, close that door. I have a 4-year-old in there on the top bunk. And I hear it coming again. So I go back. It is definitely time now to wake the engineer. So I make it back to the bedroom, the doorless master bedroom. I wake up the engineer, who, in his sleep stupor, informs me that I have probably mistaken a large moth for a bat. Never, but never judge never but never question the judgment of an engineer. So I go back to the hallway, and he's to follow. I turn around, here he comes with his hair all askew and his tighty whities. Doesn't look too bad. And we're standing in the hallway, and the bat makes its appearance again. And this time, it goes down the front staircase. And that tells me, okay, you have a couple minutes. I turn around to tell the engineer I'm going to do. He's not there. Engineer's back in the bedroom. He knows it's a bat. So I tell the engineer I'm going to go to the 3rd floor and close those doors. So I go to the 3rd floor, and then I used to be able to take 2 steps at a time. I close the doors quietly. Nobody wakes up. I come back down. And I said, where's the bat? He says, it's still down in the 1st floor. I go down the steps. And get the corn kettle. I don't want a bat getting stuck in my hair. My mama taught me this. That's a good idea. And the tea towel, because I'm going to wave at the bat if it comes at me. I come back upstairs to find the engineer has put some pants on, and he's standing in front of the nursery. Well, I said, where's the bat? He said, the bat flew back down to the 1st floor. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, we're going to know where it is because I've shut the back stairs door so it can't come up there again, and we'll see it because we're here. Now, he has the diaper pail from the nursery. Now, it's not a real diaper pail. It's a plastic kind of waste paper basket with a hinged lid. I remember it was gold. And I said, well, where are the diapers? He said, well, I took the bag of diapers out, the dirty diapers, sat them on the floor. Cloth diapers, by the way, there were Pampers then. So I said, okay, so now I have a plan. I've been mentally and strategically planning what we're going to do. I said, okay. He said, now, we're going to go downstairs, because it's still downstairs. He said, you take point, because you've got the kettle on, and you have the tea towel. He said, I'll have your back. So I believe him. This is not comfortable, I'm going to take this off. So I believe him. So we go down the stairs, and I'm on point, and the engineer is taking the wastebasket that is hinged with the lid, and he's going like this with it, making a lot of noise. And it sounds like we're on a safari and we're trying to get the lion out of the bush. I don't think this is a good idea because a bat's here very well. I think it's going to scare the bat. We're not going to be able to capture it. But I'm not going to question the engineer's judgment. We make it to the bottom of the step, and we have a little nightlight down there. We're standing there, no bat. So we face toward the rear of the house, toward where the kitchen is. There she blows. She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. I'm waving the towel. I'm waving the towel. Smack. You see the lid broke off the wastebasket. And he's been banging it against the side of the wastebasket now. But it's loose and he hits the bat. We stop. Now, we are fatigued from battle. But we look down, and what was in full wingspan, maybe at least 12 inches, is this tiny little thing that's not even the size of a deck of cards. It looks like a little gray field mouse, well, except for its mouth. And I said, oh, it's so little. I told the engineer, it's a fruit bat. I said, do you know a fruit bat is so necessary to the environment? A fruit bat can eat 1,000 mosquitoes in one night. How we have just killed it. So the engineer, he scoops the little guy up, and he takes him, lays him outside on our uncovered front porch. Come back in. Children have never awoken. And we decide we'll show them the little bat in the morning. So the morning comes, and we're going to show them the bat, and we're going to tell them about the battle we waged, but we're not going to tell them about the shame. It's gone. Yeah. Hopefully, maybe the engineer stunned it, or nature calls, maybe something ate it. Life can be pretty cruel sometimes. Thank you for listening to my story.